Thanks for watching. Please subscribe. Please leave a thumbs up, notification bell, share. Go to the links below on YouTube, below my video. Patreon. Email me if you want like a personal reading or anything to ask me about in your life, personal life. Follow me on social media and buy a t-shirt that I'm wearing. It's all below on YouTube, below on my video. So today I got a Druid card tarot deck. So I'm going to add that to the mix now. You're the first to get it. All the other videos lucked out because I've been waiting in the mail for quite some time for it, and I finally got it. But so going forward, all the signs will have that in there. Alright, Virgo, month of February 2020, when logical Mercury, your home planet, teams up with intuitive Pisces on February 3rd, you're out of your element you prefer to use emotion instead. Wait a second. Intuitive Pisces on February 3rd, you're out of your element you prefer to use emotion instead. Give in to fresh ideas and creative inspirations. The moon is full in your own practical sign on the 9th, which should snap you right back into reality. It's nice to retreat into a dream world sometimes, but right now you get better results using common sense and logic. If anything is out of order in your life, it's time to put it back where it belongs. You get a boost from the ambitious energy of Mars pairing with the hardworking goat starting on February 16th. And although you're ready to kick some butt now, you do it in an understanding way. By the time you reach the finish line, your competitors won't have any idea how or when you pass them. A new moon in Dreamy Pisces on the 23rd puts you in a contemplative state and has you reflecting on events of the past several weeks. Are you satisfied with what's happened, or are there changes to make? This is a good time to think about general ideas, but don't dwell on details. Alright, what is the current situation present for Virgo in February of 2020? Ace of Wands in reverse. So, being in reverse, it means it's kind of true, or it's just half the effect of the card, or half the meaning, or it's like, nah, I kind of feel that. So, it's creative force, enthusiasm, confidence, courage, new beginning, new job, new relationships, new, because of the possibility of changes, in a new year. Just an overall new you is your current situation. Inventing a better way, expanding your potential, opening to greater possibilities, conceiving a dream, expressing yourself, stimulating your imagination, allowing a talent to unfold, coming up with a solution, believing in yourself, feeling assured of your abilities, being sure of success, having high self-esteem, having faith in your path, knowing things will work out, tackling a challenging task, going beyond your limits, being true to your beliefs, daring to take a stand, facing your fears, going for it, feeling fired up and eager, creating an aura of excitement, being ready to tackle the world, inspiring others, sustaining optimism, giving 110%. What is the influence or helpful Or what is the influence, helpful or challenging energies for Virgo in February of 2020? Queen of Cups. So the Queen of Cups is Pisces. And she signifies the satisfaction of a home life, or having all the nice things organized and everything taken care of, and being happy with your environment. So that might be helpful to clean up and organize and take care of things, or challenging. It may be challenging for you to do those things in this month, but still try to do it. Loving, tender-hearted, intuitive, psychic, spiritual. These are all the key words that from the Queen of Cups for helpful or challenging. Turns away wrath from caring, is unconditionally accepting, is sensitive to the feelings of others, dispels anger and hate, has infinite patience. It might be challenging. You might be challenged to have patience. Is open to the unconscious, has a well-developed sixth sense, can have a telepathic bond with another, has a finely tuned sensibility, is a natural medium. Look into those things. It'll probably help you out. He's easily moved by another's pain, reacts with sensitivity and compassion, is kind and gentle with all creatures, can never turn away someone in need, feels what others are feeling. I'm getting the sense these are the challenging aspects that you're going to have to deal with. These phrases. Feels oneness with God and the universe, has reverence for all life, finds joy in communion, appreciates the deeper meaning of life, sees the world as a holy place, is always tuned to emotional undercurrents, senses the climate of a situation, is guided by the heart, trusts an inner sense of what is true, understands without having to ask. So it's like some of those are going to be helpful and some of those are going to be challenging for you. It all depends. I mean, we all have different planetary alignments with our natal chart. So I would look that up and watch the other videos, cross-watch whatever other signs, especially your rising sign. Whatever your rising sign is, go watch that video too. I suggest, to help you figure out more about what's going on in February. Past issues, the basis to the situation for Virgo in February of 2020. Four of Pentacles. Four of Pentacles is about potentially being a hoarder or selfish. And, the past issues based on the situation is also your subconscious. So the Four of Pentacles can indicate being focused upon goals and financial matters at this time and being prepared to work hard to attain them. I mean, you're on a new beginning, your current situation, a new passion, a new desire. However, having worked hard to achieve some of financial stability, there may now be a fear of loss, and this can lead to feeding the need to hold on to everything a bit too tightly. There's nothing wrong with working hard for one's money or in being careful with one's resources, so long as it doesn't become a preoccupation. This card frequently appears when there is an element of being overly cautious or hanging back emotionally, and may indicate that you need to let go a little in order to move the situation forward, taking a calculated risk. Negatively aspected, it can indicate someone who has a miserably disposition or does not feel inclined to share. Is cynical, pretty much. Keywords: possessiveness, control, block change. Key phrases: keeping what you have, getting your share, acquiring material goods, hanging on to someone, being greedy, penny pitching, declaring ownership, saving. This is all in your subconscious, though. Maintaining the status quo, wanting everything to stay the same, refusing to look at new approaches, stagnating, obstructing new developments, holding on to the present, resisting the flow, wanting to be in change, denying weakness, demanding compliance, insisting on your own way, imposing structure, setting limits and rules, creating order. So that's your subconscious, basically your situation in February. Immediate past. What is behind you, Virgo, in February of 2020? Ten of Swords. So, the Ten of Swords can represent a feeling of loss due to the ending of a difficult situation, yet within this, we're released and ready for a new beginning, for life moves in cycles. It can warn about ruined plans or matters that don't materialize as hoped, leading to feelings of disappointment, but take comfort in the fact that perhaps they were just not meant to be. If this card appears in a future position, it can act as a warning. The outcome is not dependent upon the actions you take to avert the situation. Action shapes destiny. So that's what you went through, probably in January, or at the end of January. Keywords: bottoming out, victim mentality, martyrdom. Phrases: having nowhere to go but up, knowing it's darkest before the dawn, being at the lowest point, feeling things can't possibly get worse, preparing for an upturn, reaching the pits, putting your own interest last, being self-depreciating, feeling like a doormat, taking a back seat, letting others go first, sacrificing. That's probably why your subconscious is like that, Four of Pentacles. Bemoaning your fate, feeling powerless, seeing life as hostile, suffering from an attack, wondering why me, feeling self-pity, being on the receiving end. Yeah, that directly relates to the Four of Pentacles, your subconscious. You're like, people just take advantage of me. That's how you feel. But remember, your Queen of Cups is helpful in challenging energies. Remember what I said about that. Crowning thoughts. Your thoughts regarding the situation, Virgo, in February of 2020. Three of Swords in reverse. So this is what you're thinking about all the time. And remember, in reverse is like kind of accurate, or is half the effect, or somewhat. It looks like your subconscious is more apparent right now than with the Ten of Swords. Three of Swords. Stormy emotions can lead to quarrels. Should this escalate, it could lead to a separation. However, please remember this card still only has the energy of a 3. There may be upheaval in family situations, but hope for the future is shown in this card represented by the clearing sky above the image. The Three of Swords can represent separation between loved ones. This card can also appear for couples who are separated through distance, work, and so on, making them miserable. So it does not necessarily mean a relationship split. You know, keywords: heartbreak, loneliness, betrayal. Phrases: causing heartbreak, suffering emotional pain, hurting inside, being disappointed, getting some unsettling news, having your feelings hurt, hurrying someone's feelings, receiving a little, you're being patient with somebody, receiving a little solace, maybe it's you're being impatient with yourself, discovering a painful truth, finding your trust misplaced, being let down, letting someone down, getting stabbed in the back, turning against someone, breaking your word, acting against. You're thinking about these things. Being separated, wandering far from home, being spurned or rejected, feeling isolated from those you love, being deserted in time of need, feeling lost. Queen of Cups is going to be helpful for that. Take into consideration the Queen of Cups. Clean up your house. Clean up yourself. Clean up the house inside your mind. Like, I've seen, I can't remember movies or specific TV shows, but where they show the inside of a person's mind, sometimes it has like very conflicting or disarrayed images. So it's time to clean that up, Virgo. And that's probably what the Ace of Wands, because remember, it's in reverse, so is the Ace of Wands, so it's not like as bad as it sounds right now, that it's like, oh my god. No, but it's part of the issues that with the Ten of Swords and the Four of Pentacles. Let's see how this plays out. Immediate future, what is about to happen for Virgo in February of 2020? The Chariot. The Chariot is a card of triumph, though not without effort. It informs you that self-discipline will be required, but if you can master this, then victory can be achieved. It signifies the qualities required to succeed over any obstacles that lie ahead. Self-discipline is a key word here, together with focus and perseverance. This card tends to show an inner conflict, rather than external, that needs to be controlled in order to achieve success. Therefore, focus is needed upon one path. Scattered energies will not bring achievement of the goal. The Chariot can also indicate trouble. So that's why the Three of Swords is in reverse, because it's not as bad as it could be. You've probably experienced worse thoughts, or had worse depression, or whatever it is about life. And it's like, oh, it's not that bad. But I am feeling that kind of turmoil in my head. You know, February is all about inner turmoil. I don't know what's going on with these readings. It seems like February is all about inner turmoil. And that inner turmoil doesn't mean it's like, oh my god, we're going to be fighting. No, it's just frustrating having to change sometimes. It's like, why can't I just be in a good situation and stay that way? And then things, you know, when you Ten of Swords in your immediate past, it's like, oh, people took advantage of you, or people stabbed you in the back, or kicked you while you were down, and now you're like dealing with that. Chariot, huh? Keywords: victory, will, self-assertion, hard control. Key phrases: reaching your goal, winning, being successful, dominating, coming out of the on top, beating the competition, being ego-focused, establishing an identity. That relates to the Ace of Wands. Knowing who you are, feeling self-confident, having faith in yourself, looking out for your interests. Being determined to succeed, focusing your intent, rising above temptation, letting nothing distract you, sustaining an effort, concentrating your energies, fixing on a goal, mastering emotions, curbing impulses, maintaining discipline, holding in anger, getting your own way, assuming the reins of power, showing authority. And a directly opposing card to this, possible, is the Ten of Swords, which means the Ten of Swords is powerless, in the pits, putting others first. And then reinforcing cards, your subconscious, is the Four of Pentacles, control. So your subconscious, remember what I was saying about that with the Four of Pentacles, it's part of what you got to do for you to triumph, to get to the Chariot. So don't let we'll get into how others see you. Let's go ahead. The next card, your fears, emotional concerns regarding the situation for Virgo in February of 2020. King of Swords. So the King of Swords for me is Aquarius sign, but it also could represent government enforcement agencies, prison or security officer, military, police officer, law or discipline. That's what you're fearing right now. Did you do something that you could face consequences for? Is that what you're fearing? Is that why you're hoarding? But you're needing to get to the Chariot, to triumph? But you have the Queen of Cups as challenging or helpful because of this. Did the Ten of Swords, did you get revenge? Now you're feeling bad about it? What's going on here? And you're trying to get a new beginning away from that? In higher positions, these men or the King of Swords, usually extremely articulate with a razor-sharp mind and have the ability to think quickly and responsibly. They also do well in mathematics, scientific fields, investigative work, or as engineers. Did you possibly do something, a mistake? Did you do something, an accident, and you're afraid you're going to get in trouble for it? And they're going to find out? Because you weren't honest and upfront? Kind of smug here, smug look on your subconscious here. Like, fuck them. I got what I need. Virgo, what's going on here? Environmental factors, how others see you in February of 2020, Virgo. Two of Cups. So, environmental factors, others see you. I mean, they are obviously not onto you. You're afraid that they are. I mean, maybe that's why you're going to triumph in the future. You're going to clean the house, take care, organize, make things look good. This smug look on here with that King of Swords, I'm like, man, if they only knew. I'm thinking I'm going to call this video "If They Only Knew." It's like, whoa. Like, I wonder if Adam Schiff's the King is it Virgo. Alright, moving on. Because I know that Trump's a Gemini, so. So this is what it says for Two of Cups. The energy, let's see here. This beautiful card is always a welcome sight with regard to romantic relationships. When the Two of Cups appears, it shows growth in a relationship, whatever the stage you have reached together. It represents moving to the next level. So that's how people are seeing you, or your environment that you're in. For some, this can represent commitment, engagement, or marriage. Either way, it is an important union. With the Two of Cups, the relationship is surrounded by an atmosphere of harmony, balance, kindness, and the silent understanding that words cannot express. So maybe, you know what, they might know what you did, but they're letting it pass and they forgive you and they don't really care. Because they're looking at compassion. I don't know. I mean, if you're in a relationship and you did something, they know what you did, but they love you. Can bring reconciliation and rediscovery of the emotion that originally held this unity together. Maybe that's what's been holding it together, is the forgiveness. I mean, hey, what? As long as nobody's hurt, whatever. That's how I feel about it. So keywords: connection, truce, attraction. Key phrases: joining with another, celebrating a marriage or union, cementing a friendship, establishing a partnership, working together, sharing, helping and being helped, seeing commonalities, recognizing a bond that is developing, accepting your preferences, letting yourself be drawn in, moving toward, feeling a positive response, healing and serve relationships, bringing together opposites, letting bygones be bygones, coming to a satisfactory agreement, declaring peace, forgiving and forgetting. Alright, Virgo, what's your hopes, what you really wish for in February of 2020? The Magician. Manifestation. Physical work. Paying off. The Magician's message is to inform you that you have all the skills and ability required to handle a test well and bring it to a successful conclusion. Just like the Magician, you must apply yourself with concentration and willpower in order to succeed, but you have all the potential to do so. This is time for action and initiative in any new ventures. You need to have confidence that you are indeed heading in the right direction. With the Clean House, Ten of Swords transition to the Ace of Wands to the Chariot. Subconscious, Four of Pentacles, your conscious, Three of Swords in reverse. I mean, this is kind of like, well, as long as I'm 51% on the right, or good, or decent, it'll be alright. Like, you're playing a dangerous game. But maybe that's what you like. You like playing a dangerous game, Virgo. Outcome, answer to your question. Virgo, February of 2020. Seven of Pentacles. Seven of Pentacles shows that hard work and patience will be rewarded, and that working methodically towards accomplishment will bring success. You should receive good news concerning your financial position at this time, and all forms of financial applications or sale negotiations are well aspected. Although this is a good card, it is important to still plan for the future. Once the harvest has been collected, it must be replenished for the next time. So as long as you put in the hard work, clean your house, take care of everything, follow your hopes of being a magician, making it all work out, and you triumph in the future with all this, and your new beginning of yourself, even though you may be a little conceited or selfish or hoarding for yourself, and you have your fears, don't let your fears get to you. Just follow through with the plan. You'll be alright. Alright. Additional clues and guidance about the reading for Virgo, February of 2020. Three of Cups. Five of Pentacles. Page of Wands. Queen of Swords. It's a Gemini. Three Cups, there is emotional happiness together with a sense of abundance and achievement. The Three Cups represents celebrations with friends and family. It can also indicate weddings or christenings. The Three of Cups may also show the progress of a relationship that is emotionally fulfilling, a happy conclusion to matters, victory, and abundance. Generally, it tends to indicate reasons to celebrate with others. I think that has to do with your Four of Pentacles. Try to have a good time. Buy some party. Pay money into a party. Have a party. Not too big or too wild or too crazy. Just something to calm the frustrations of others that might be. Even though they see you, like, I don't know, Five of Pentacles here. With the Five of Pentacles, don't go.